I'm a little bit nervous. Maybe a little too nervous for my own good, but I'm giving it a shot regardless. It's like maybe my fourth or third stream, maybe fifth, maybe. Still gotta break the ice somehow. Anyway, gonna be trying to have some fun with this. If anyone even comes to the stream already, that would be freaking fast, but that was very nice. But regardless, I'm gonna let this play out. I'm gonna go ahead and get my bearings real fast.
Colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come go to bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames, a force I can't run from. I look to you like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well.
Alright. First things first, let's go ahead and just just get into the game. See. Normal for beginning and intermediate players, and hard for experienced players. I've played a good amount of Fire Emblem, not enough though. I wouldn't say I'm close to the amount of mains, no less. What is it, Bisquick? But I am at least aware of it, so I'm gonna go with hard. It's not only that, but it's probably the most fun and challenging I actually have to do. Now, casual or classic? Casual is usually what I kind of fall on to for the sake of replay value, or just simply I want to make sure I get everything. But if it's going to be for a stream purpose, I might want to just do classic and work from there. My only issue with this is if I come across a situation, I don't think I'll be able to handle it very well, like most, and I might actually just restart the game. I don't know if that's good, but hold on, let me see if I can find something. Move this out of the way. There we go. I'll have me a piece of paper and pencil. So I'll use this to track how many times I restart the game, or how many times I just don't put up with it. And I'll only put a maximum out for each chapter, I guess. So a maximum of maybe 2. So I'll restart the match or restart the entire map at least twice, and then after that, I'll stick with what I got. If I'm too far in, I might as well just cut my losses and just whoever dies, dies. So anyway, going with classic. All that, oh fudge. Well, I didn't mean to turn that on. Oh well. I'll work with that.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it. Die! You took everything that I loved. He's gone now, Mother.
Oh my. What could have brought you here? I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Alright. And with that, we get started. Didn't take into the fact that it picked up on my TV. Probably I need to move it back a little further or just have it at a decent volume where I can hear it. And it doesn't pick up on the microphone. I don't know. I tried at least, but it's still pretty manageable. It's a lot better than the offset being a whole lot worse than it was before. Now, do I want to go with the female or do I want to go with the male? I'm going to go with the guy. Not really an issue, but I just want to go with the guy.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
A demon, a ghost, A mortal. How about a ghost?
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
Alright, fine, a mortal then.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Byleth. I don't really have an issue with it just being Byleth. I'll keep it like that.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
I actually don't really know about this. I got my eyes closed and just going up and down, so I'll go with that. Same with this too. That'll be it.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar.
So familiar.
I think it may be time for you to... It is almost time to begin.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again? Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Now, I'm going to state something that I probably should state right off the bat. I have played up to Chapter 5 with the Black Eagles. I'm going to play with the Golden Deer because that was what I want to do day 1. But when you get the game first day, you want to play it as soon as possible. I wanted to stream this because I really wanted to, and I actually thought it might be a good idea to do so. Regardless of whether it's popular or if I might get any views, this is not the important factor to me. I don't even have a Patreon or whatever set up to get any income if that is even the case. So, don't worry about that. I do want to at least just have some fun, and I would like to actually just kind of get this recorded, because dumb stuff happens when you freaking play online or anything. So, that's what I'm kind of doing. Just to have some fun. But again, I have played up to Chapter 5 with the Black Eagles. I'm still kind of going in blind with the Golden Deer. Everything can still be relatively the same, but I have no idea what we're going to be doing from this point once I go to the Golden Deer. So, let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting. But as far as the choices go, I kind of know what to do. Sorry for the randomness, but that won't take part until we get to the monastery.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Also, one more thing. Auto advance is good. It's a good addition. Kind of like how Disgaea added it into theirs. But the same thing is the same issue. There is a bit of a rush thing going on with the text. So sometimes it'll end and then go straight into the next one, and it'll feel a little off. So I will manually push the button so that way it can feel a little bit more authentic in some of the way they're delivered. But I can't guarantee I'll be on top of it because sometimes I might hit too fast when I think they're done. Or I just read and I just skip it. That's honestly my fault. Back on with the story though.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Alright. How many? 5 files. So you can have a total of 5, but that's per profile on the Switch. Not bad. That's pretty lengthy. But I would say having 6 would be good, so you can have one for hard and one for lunatic. But yeah, whatever. Well, that's if there is a lunatic. I'm not sure if there is actually. A skirmish at dawn. Prologue, an inevitable encounter.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Now, first things first. I would go through these tutorials like normal and just read them through. And I can also just skip them because it's pretty straightforward how the system works. Once you get to a certain point, that's when I'll probably start reading it again. I'm probably going to just go over the tutorials again, so that way I don't brush over anything too fast. Oopsie. In that sense, though, if anyone ever does not know how to play the game, I'll go over through the tutorials. And if anyone does come in and they want to say that they don't want to see the tutorials or see the message blocks, then I can just go on right past them. But I am going to let time pass so that way you can pause it if you do want to come back through it. It'll be a while, but I'll tell you, it'll be right there. Select the unit. First off, it's about movement. So select the unit, move the enemy to a square. And when the unit is next to an enemy, you can attack it. Pretty much straightforward. There you go. You can either land on top of them, or you can just sit right next to them and then attack. And it's up to you. First things first. First things first. Because I'm going to use the golden deer, I have a choice. Do I want to use any of these characters? No. No.
I will prevail.
Edelgard, you... Well, first off... Iron Sword, we're going to switch that out. And I'm taking your Vulnerary. And I talk.
You have us. You say you're a...
And you hold fast.
Stay focused.
I already made this hard on myself. Like an idiot. Wow. Okay. Weapon will break when repeated uses brings its durability to 0. You can fight with a broken weapon, but your might and hit rate will be reduced. And it is a hefty reduce.
Ready and willing.
Oh, fudge, I didn't read it. That was just saying Archer's going to attack at 2 spaces, and the farther away they are, then the less accurate it will be, and the less damage it will have. Tempest, that just outright kills him. Holding down A speeds things along, which I'm probably going to be doing that a bit. But I am probably going to have animations on for a bit. Not sure if I'm going to turn them off yet.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me. Sorry, but victory is mine.
Alright, battle menu. Use the battle menu to create bookmarks, saves, view tutorial, guides, and more. To access it, just push A or whatever button without on a non-active unit. There we go. Then it's just telling you between the player and enemy phase. You do your phase, then the enemy does their phase, and vice versa. It's like playing card games.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Pretty much. Why am I doing this? Hold on. Okay. Guide. Combat. Terrain type. It's just telling you that the forests are not the only terrain type that there is in the encounter. Keep an eye out for other places such as thickets and heal tiles. Let's see. You can see effects by placing your cursor over them and press X on the empty space to toggle the terrain information and icons. Pretty much allows you to see what type of terrain you're on and what type of terrain they're on, as well as to see what that gives you in response. Then there's all this other stuff, which we're not going to deal with that yet because we haven't gotten there. I'm just skipping things because I'm just mashing A on some of them. I'm really sorry. By going over a unit, push A, and you can see their range. It's good to keep an eye on who's going to be in range and who's not. You can also do the same by pushing the R, and it highlights everyone's range. This guy is going to be a bit of an issue, but I want him to be right here. And we're going to wait it out. Go ahead and talk.
Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
And the log before that.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this.
Also, I'm really sorry. I'm brushing through this a little too fast. I need to go a little slower. Bring Edelgard up here. And bring Claude right here. Nice hit. I'll take it.
As expected.
70% chance to hit is more definitely a lot better than 64. Can Edelgard get in this? Yes, she can with a 91.
Is that all?
Ooh, nice. Combat maneuvers uses your weapon durability. Be cautious though. The more you use it, the less weapon you have, and you're gonna be in a bit of an issue coming around chapter 5. Because you don't have really any way to get any more weapons except by buying and selling.
It's not luck, it's fate.
Alright.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
We just read that.
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
Yes. Again, this is what I just went over. Combat arts are very powerful. They have unique abilities depending on which combat art you use, but they use your durability. Main thing is, though, they do not allow follow-up attacks. Or they do not typically allow follow-up attacks, which means there are some that do. Units can earn new arts when their weapon skill goes up. There are no combat arts for reasons or faith. Those skills are granted magic instead. So when you level up your spells or magic, you get more spells or more beneficial spells. That's about it. So we are going to move you here. Or better, no, I can't do it. Oh, wait, no, I can move you here and can, yes. Alright, might need to take a vulnerary now.
Sweet dreams.
Select the items option to change equipment or to use items instead, which restores HP, which I'm going to be doing next turn. Because I am at 9. I can take like maybe one more hit, and that's about it. Let's see what we got here. You can come here, and you can come here. At some point, I'm gonna have to switch out the vulnerary. Because these two have taken some damage. Not a lot, but a decent sum. Nope.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Oh, here he comes. We don't need you here, Geralt. We're fine.
Is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Alright, this is somewhat of a support, but not really support. When you attack an enemy that is also in attack range of one or more of your other units, you will trigger a linked attack. During a linked attack, your avoid rate, which is AOVO, and hit rate are higher than normal. Linked attacks between certain units will also raise might. Not sure how to tell which one is which, but I'm guessing if you want to say, you can look at the sword that he's holding and the axe that he's holding. Good use of linked attacks is key to defeating a powerful enemy. Linked attacks will also build support among the units involved. So keep in mind that if units are involved on attacking a unit, they will also get supports, or hearts. It's a little different than before. Also item drops. An item can... An item icon on an enemy indicates that you will get the item that is highlighted. Green is the unit's details display when you defeat the enemy, or defeat them. Alright. What are we looking at for the boss? Bossman can go far. Not that. You can just run right through these bushes. You can go there, you can go there. You guys can go pretty freaking far, but I want to watch out for you. Alright, so...
Be mindful.
So we're gonna kind of have you be the man. I'm gonna heal up real quick. Are you both in range to get her? Oh, you both can. Oh, geez, that's kind of scary. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and use your vulnerary. I'm gonna pass this vulnerary around. There we go. And we're going to... Oh, fudge. Geralt's gonna come in and kill a guy. Gosh dang it. Geralt, no! Yeah, 9 damage. That actually would have killed me. Geralt, who are you attacking? How?
No.
How'd you attack him? Oh, never mind. Okay, so there's a spot right here. I did not see the spot. That's my fault. My bad. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do, because this is what I'm gonna plan on doing. Also, heads up. Over a non-unit space, push X. To get rid of the little high marks, and it makes it easier to tell who's where. As opposed to, you know, that and stuff. Oh, neat. But I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Just gonna push X, and we're gonna roll with that. So now I can see who is who. Or where is where. Can I do this too? It's there, but it's a little distracting. Alright, it's a little distracting. Alright, so... let's see, if I attack you... Oh, you're in a thicket.
Sorry, the victory is mine.
Alright, that's the first level up.
Progress suits me well.
Not bad. Geralt, what are you at? 7 and 15. 7 defense, and he's not fast. How much is that? 6 weight. Your attack speed is 4. Attack speed is 2. So you're not terribly bad. And you... I'm gonna need to eat a vulnerary. Not sure why I said eat. I don't want Geralt to attack. Wait, why am I the target?
Stay focused.
Why you gonna attack me, man? Alright, well, I'm gonna eat a vulnerary. There. I wanted to take this sacrifice.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
At least you don't double. That's the only thing I didn't want you to do.
What the? Aren't you Gerald the Bladebreaker? What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
Oh, thank gosh, 14. Geralt, you missed! I'm impressed!
It's your call.
Alright, I'll take the I'll take this. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Oh no, I can't have that. What are you at? 90? Not bad. Two. That's fine. All that is workable. Alright. Okay, so you gotta surround him.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Alright, don't mess up. Oh no! Oh! Oh!
Another step forward.
I got way too lucky! I'll take it.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
I did not deserve to get out of that I almost died in the first training mission! Because of my stupid decision!
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Oh, jeez. What are you talking about? Or Sothis?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you? Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
I will say this though, I would choose some dumb choices because it would be funny, but I'm just choosing the right choices for now until we get to the monastery. From there, that's when I'll start doing some dumb stuff, because I don't know what to do after certain portions when you get to the golden deer. What will happen when time resumes?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now, what to do?
Turn back the hands of time. Keep time frozen until I'm safe.
That is ridiculous. Oh, but perhaps... Of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
Sure, yeah, just...
Yes,
whoop.
I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here! Huh?
Nice counter. We don't even have this counter skill yet.
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
A little late, buddy.
Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
I just like the fact that it just ends, why him? You've finished the fight! Yes, he was MVP. Because he saved my life more than once. Dang it. Well, it was too late now. I don't get a free weapon. I do have some things, though, so I'll work with that.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
This one's just kind of fun.
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain.
I didn't exactly think that would happen. But fair enough.
I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Furrow my brows. I do not want to.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything? You haven't heard of the Knights of Seros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything.
Oh, classic.
Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
Dimitri, I don't understand how that would work. Why would you have someone that uses a bow of range be a decoy? In a sense, that makes sense. But if he got caught, he would be dead.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Dimitri, you have the wrong idea. I was at 1 HP. 1! Because of my mistake. I lost my mind when I nearly died in one hit. Don't give me that credit.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Again, I've played to chapter 5, so I know what kind of comes up in some of these. Generally, the prologue itself is, straightforward. There is a thing, though, that I found out on my second playthrough, because I only did 2 playthroughs to chapter 5. Only 2. Hitting the plus button skips everything. All these choices, absolutely nothing. These mean nothing if you push the plus button. So, I didn't exactly get to choose the options on my second playthrough to see if anything changes, but I am now. I'm going to choose the Holy Knights of Fargus.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the 3 is most unique.
She is refined. She is a fine. She is a refined young woman, but feels as though she is always evaluating me. Dimitri. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. Claude. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again.
Okay, that voice line, it is very easy to skip that by complete mistake if you're not listening all the way through. I read it faster than she said it. I'm kind of sad.
Oh, I may be sleeping, but
And like that, we are done with the prologue that I barely passed. Barely passed.
Part 1. White clouds. Great tree moon. 3 houses.
That's the name of the game.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mach Monastery.
I do like the attention to detail on some of these.
Ray is here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Let's see. You been here, or do you mean her? You been here before?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
The Archbishop?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Setek. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Last time I did this, I'm gonna go with the top.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Again, I'm sorry for the little awkward pauses that I'm doing, but if I just kind of push it right after they're done talking.
Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well. Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
I like that. That was fun.
Watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking, making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated. As you well know, I am Hanneman, a crest scholar and professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Oh? Available, you say? Anyway. Songstress?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middle Franc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It's
I'll say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
I did it again. What was it? To think that the next Emperor, King, Sovereign Duke, all here? It certainly is promising year. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy. I skipped the last part. I'm sorry.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
I should probably just literally have my
mind,
remote.
Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith.
If I see lines, interrupt immediately. Around so. If I see dots, just respond a little faster, or depending on how it's delivered, I guess. But if I see a line after a word, interrupt, because that means it got cut off.
I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
I don't know how to move the sprite. I really like how the animations work. They're a little stiff, but it adds to it. Oh, I got a dagger! I'm not gonna use it, but I got a dagger. I can't with him. Blockster. I'm gonna miss this cast. They were really nice. I really liked a lot of them, especially Hubert. I don't know much about them. But it will come the time when I do.